You and your clique, a mob tie. Y'all can suck my.
One of the things that's important to do when you are under attack by feds or any police force, anything period, is to not be afraid to put the spotlight on it.
Let me tell you something, homie. I didn't have no show. I was working with the same organization that worked. James Prince got a house full of offender peddlers. Cause the FBI want the Houston Police Department and James Prince too. Why you think Houston police keep turning the other way on all these? How do you think James Prince can get a police report to an open murder investigation that includes his son? And none of the stuff is redacted. None of the information on this none of this names is blotted. How can James Prince get access to that? Nigga working with the police, I'm working with the gun up on me, James Prince. I'm gonna go to war with the goddamn police for all this shit I got in here. Nigga, on with you, nigga. I can go to war with police. Wrong with you, bitch ass. I don't give about nothing, nigga. James Prince, mob ties, and sister, nigga. Come go to war with a nigga ready for war. Come on out here. Bring your bitch ass on out here. We ready for war with anybody to go. Anybody, nigga. I ain't just talking. You bitch ass scared of James Prince. Fuck James Prince. Fuck his daughter, his kids, his organization. If you a mob, I'm a nation.
Charleston White doesn't hold back for anybody. That man is a walking wildfire when he's fired up. And right now, he's locked in on J. Prince Jr. and the whole Mob Ties crew. This ain't some fresh drama either. This tension's been lurking for years, quiet but deadly. Now, it's exploded into the open and Charleston is lighting everything up. When Charleston feels like someone disrespected him or crossed the line, he doesn't just clap back with a few jabs. Nah, he tears down reputations, publicly, loudly. He'll take the gloves off and drag people in front of the whole world with zero chill and zero commercial breaks. He's not joking around. He's out to ruin images, shake up the industry, and break down what he calls the fake codes running the streets and the music biz. And don't get it twisted, he's not just another online personality throwing shade from behind a screen. Charleston steps in front of the camera, says real names, and calls out entire circles. He's naming people, calling them frauds, and questioning the whole foundation of what some call street politics. The way he sees it, a lot of what goes on behind the scenes is all smoke and mirrors, and he's ready to snatch the curtains down.
Make the white boy motorcycle game. Make Taylor Swift check in. Make Khloe Kardashian check in. What's the white boy name on The Voice? Make every fucking body check in. What's the white boy name down here? Post Malone, make him check in.
Yeah.
Why got to check in? I just left Houston last week. I ain't check in. Yeah, I went through Houston, went to Beaumont. Nah, I ain't check in. So why the got to check in, Mr. Prince? Mob Ties?
They got to check in, y'all. Now I'm checking in with the police department. Police department told me, hey man, you got a problem with Mr. James Prince. Austin, we hear you got a problem with James Prince. Man, we scared of him. I swear to God, y'all, I just got the call from the Houston's mayor's office and the gang unit police department in Houston, Texas. They are scared of fire to rap a lot.
Houston is more of a player town. Them Houston is way player, homie. They ain't just hunting down celebrities. You can go to Houston with your jewelry on, go to the club and have fun. Takeoff was just a fluke. But you can go to Houston and party and have fun all night, go to different sides of Houston. And you can't do that you can't do that in LA, homie. All that setup dealing with J. Prince Jr. and Mob Ties, because they extort. See, J. Prince Jr. and them try to extort. But they don't come up, homie, when they come up here, they be on their best behavior. When Mob Ties come up to Dallas, nigga, I was in DG with the homie. When Houston played Dallas, throwing money like a mother, they be on their best behavior. They only try to play the mob ties extortion to the weak rappers. But come on, homie, you heard what Sauce Walker told us, man. Yeah, man, y'all, homie, nah, Houston is a player town, homie.
So when Say Cheese TV invited him for a brand new sit-down, folks knew it wouldn't be just another chill interview. People were tuned in expecting some fireworks. But what Charleston dropped, nobody was ready for that. From the very first question, it got spicy. The host didn't waste any time and asked straight up, is Houston still a safe place for black celebrities to party, perform, and just live their lives? Charleston didn't even blink, no hesitation, no filter. He went straight into the most emotional, tragic, and controversial case that's been haunting Houston's rap game. And when he started talking, man, it was clear he came to set the record all the way straight. The death of Takeoff from Magos, that tragedy still stings, and Charleston White did not hold back when it came up. He didn't tiptoe or sugarcoat anything. He stomped right into the fire and dragged J. Prince Jr.'s name straight into it. Charleston kept it raw. He said loud and clear, black celebrities can stay safe in Houston, but only if they stay away from mob ties, period. He wasn't hinting or speaking in code. He flat out called the so-called check-in culture nothing more than a street hustle dressed up as protection.
It's dangerous. It's a lot of places that's dangerous. But you can go as a black rapper, a black celebrity, and have fun in these towns, long as you don't check in to J. Prince Jr. J. Prince Jr. is the boy. Everything happened around him. He the boy. Not the city of Houston. J. Prince Jr. is the boy trying to play gangster mob, the homie really discrediting his father's name and legacy. Cause he private kid school, so why would you check into the private school? Private school, homie. Now Jazz is way more player from what I heard, but J. Prince Jr. go beat up the bitches, stick his long fingernails when they walk by the strip club, bite their booty, all kind of shit. He an unruly motherfucker. You done heard the rumor, man. Come on, homie. Yeah, all the girls in the strip club say he got long fingernails, be trying to stick his fingers up in their pussy. But that ain't got nothing to do with Houston. That have more something to do with him having something to do with dogs. And she playing gangster. But you can go to Houston, man, and really enjoy yourself.
You can.
Cause just think, I done said J. Prince and had sold out shows. I done talked about ESG. And gotta go to Houston and enjoy myself.
According to Charleston, it's all fake. It's not about safety, it's about fear. It's about flexing control and using intimidation to keep people in line while pretending it's all for their own good. He looked straight into the camera and shouted, "Ain't nobody gotta check in with nobody. Houston ain't mob ties land. That's Texas, baby. Ain't no crew owning no city out here." Just like that, he flipped the table and dared anyone to challenge him. And the internet, it went crazy. Within minutes, social media was flooded with reactions.
Yeah, I don't think they mob ties is mob ties. It's rap-a-lot ties, you know. But they ain't got no mob to move nothing in America. They can't persuade no judge like the real Italian mafia can. They ain't got no construction contracts like the real mob ties in New York has with the unions. And no. They just playing gangster like the niggas playing. J. Prince is a mogul, but he don't have a mob. And he not a mafia.
People were split. Some accused Charleston of chasing clout, saying he was stirring things up just for attention. But others, they were cheering, applauding him for saying out loud what so many had only whispered behind closed doors. Because the truth is, a lot of people have been questioning this whole check-in system, wondering who really benefits and whether it's even legit. But nobody had the guts to put it out there like Charleston did. He blew the lid off and left the internet shook. But Charleston wasn't done, not even close. He took it way further and dropped a claim that had everybody watching in total shock. He said J. Prince Jr. was right there the night Takeoff lost his life. And not only that, he claimed J. Prince Jr. walked right past Takeoff's body like it meant nothing. Yeah, read that again and let it sink in. Charleston called it out plain and simple. How you gonna act like you care later when you ain't even stopped to help? Didn't kneel down, didn't flinch, just walked by like he was stepping over trash.
Nah, homie, take them restrictions and protocols off here. We don't owe y'all nothing. Y'all people wanna enjoy the entertainment. I can go hire me some white boy sheriffs to patrol me, but I'd much rather get the black security company. But if I got to check in because they go be dropping tips on me, now I go get the white boy security. You don't make them police check in. So no, that's what I mean by I don't respect nothing like that. You just making your people check in. That ain't how the mob work. The mob make everybody pay a price. The judge, the police chief, the police that run the beat, everybody got to pay. So that's why I don't respect it, homie. And I hate, it's like Whack 100 done tricked Mr. Prince, man. Mr. Prince normally don't talk. He don't have that mystique to him no more. Now he on camera explaining to this punk ass, yeah, so now he don't look like the big bad Prince no more. He look nervous at times. He look like Whack getting the best of him. He don't look strong no more, cause he done let Whack trick him. But I know, and he know, the feds done rattled his cage with Whack, and they ain't never been able to rattle his cage. Whack 100 is with the FBI. That's why Jay Prince seems so nervous, cause he know that nigga, them people. He know it. That's why he seems so like he's shaking. He know it. I know it and Mr. Prince know it. And the FBI know we know. So, I just hate the great Prince, man. The great Mr. Prince. Let that trick him. Yeah.
That moment, it had people sitting up, eyes wide, mouths open. The internet lit up like wildfire. Social media turned into a full-on detective squad. People started re-watching the footage from that night, frame by frame, trying to catch any detail, any proof of what Charleston was saying. And what made it hit even harder, the way Charleston described Jay Prince Jr., cold, calculated, walking off like the chaos didn't even shake him. Not even a blink. He didn't stop there either. Charleston went on to accuse Mob Ties of only speaking up when the drama hits their inner circle. If it's someone outside their crew, silence. Straight up crickets. He said, they only ride for their own. Everybody else, they're just bodies. He labeled the whole thing as straight street bullying. Charleston said too many rappers fall into this trap. They think checking in with certain crews makes them safe, when really it just paints a bigger target on their back. It ain't protection, he said. It's a setup. That message hit hard because for a long time, artists have played along with these rules, thinking they're part of the game. But Charleston, he's saying the game's rigged and the consequences, they're deadly.
Oh, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. But I did see the Mob Ties and the Jay Prince red too, bro.
Man, nobody scared of them niggas.
I'm saying like what, but like where does that come from? Where does that come from?
Because somebody asked the question. We not afraid of Jay Prince up here in Dallas. Homie, he ain't had no influence up here. His sons, none of that shit. My nigga right there, nigga come through and try to do something. We some big dogs up here. Nah, homie, them niggas only big down now. Mob ties don't exist up here because when the police kill some, where's mob ties? When we need murder solved in the community and these babies, where is mob ties? When the women is getting beat and raped, where is mob ties, homie? Where's mob ties for the community program? The fuck mob ties. Harder we working for these kids up here. Don't bring no motherfucking mob ties up to me, nigga. Them niggas don't do a goddamn thing.
Charleston didn't just throw out opinions. He lit the whole system on fire. And this ain't some brand new stance either. He's been calling out the whole check-in culture for years, claiming it's built on fear, manipulation, and control. But this time, he didn't just speak on it. He gave it a face, a name, and a whole brand. And that name was Jay Prince Jr. Once that interview clip dropped, it spread like wildfire. People were smashing rewind, watching it over and over, picking apart every detail. Jay Prince Jr.'s body language, his expression, his reaction in those intense seconds after the gunshots. Was he calm? Was he rattled? Did he show concern? Or was Charleston telling the uncomfortable truth? Some viewers called it a stretch, said Charleston was reaching, spinning a narrative out of thin air. But others, they were locked in, convinced he had just pulled the curtain back on something huge, something nobody else had the nerve to expose. And you already know, once Jay Prince Jr.'s name gets mentioned online, the comment sections turn into a digital battleground. One user didn't hold back, writing, "If checking in gets you killed anyway, why even do it?" Another chimed in, "Charleston's reckless, but he ain't lying."
Charleston White on mine. I don't claim no gang. I don't claim no city. Nigga represent a nation. A nation. And I don't give a fuck about none of you. Me and my family got land. We got land like a mother. And bitch ass nigga telling you hoe ass, I ride around ready to go to war with any one of you. Run your bitch ass up over here. I got a car full of goddamn guns ready to go to war with any one of you mother bitch ass. I got over 50 motherfucking guns in there. I go to war with any of you. Bulletproof vests and everything. Don't give a fuck about none of you niggas. You talking about this nigga bitch ass. Run up on me, James Prince. I'm gonna go to war with the goddamn police with all this shit I got in here. What's wrong with you? I can go to war with the police. What's wrong with you, bitch ass? I don't go about nothing. You bitch Prince, mob ties in Houston. Come go to war with a nigga for war.
That was the vibe all over the timeline. People started tagging celebs, rappers, influencers, anybody moving through Houston and warning them, don't check in with nobody. It became a whole movement overnight. The idea of gatekeeping the city, torn to shreds, and just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, Charleston doubled down. He started calling out more than just mob ties. He widened the blast zone and put the whole rap industry on notice. Said too many people play along with fake power just to feel protected. But when things go left, where's all that protection then? He said the industry been moving off fear, not respect. According to Charleston, these so-called gatekeepers ain't really keeping nobody safe. Instead, they're feeding off fear, clout, and fake loyalty. He said rappers are walking into traps with smiles on their faces, thinking a few handshakes and photo ops mean they're good in the streets. But when the bullets fly, ain't nobody stepping up for them. He even threw a wild jab at artists who stay silent. Said some of them know what's really going on, but keep their mouths shut to protect the illusion. Charleston shouted, "Silence makes you part of the setup. If you see it and don't say nothing, you just as guilty." That statement, it sent shockwaves. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok blew up with clips, reactions, and debates. Everyone from podcast hosts to underground bloggers started weighing in. Even a few low-key artists started liking and reposting Charleston's words. But you could tell they were being careful, trying not to poke the wrong bear. Still, it was too late. The smoke had already filled the room and everybody was watching. Celebs started moving differently, skipping check-ins, canceling appearances, or just going ghost when flying into Houston. The energy shifted, fast, and just when it felt like Charleston had emptied the clip, he reloaded. In a follow-up live stream, he amped it up even more, claiming that this check-in culture wasn't just shady. He said it was predatory. He compared it to extortion in plain sight, dressed up as Southern hospitality. "It ain't about showing respect," Charleston snapped. "It's about showing fear. That's the truth." He called out OGs and industry vets too. Said they've been turning a blind eye for years while watching young artists get lured in, robbed, or worse. "Y'all know what's happening," he said, "and you still letting it go down. That makes you part of the hustle." It hit a nerve, hard. People started naming names in comment sections, throwing shade at big-name rappers who've profited off that same system Charleston's exposing. Screenshots of old tweets and club appearances started resurfacing. Folks were connecting dots, wondering who's been keeping this thing alive behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Charleston didn't flinch. He dared anyone to check him. "Y'all can't cancel me. I ain't part of y'all circle," he shouted. He even clowned rappers who go quiet when real pressure shows up, saying, All that street talk don't mean nothing when y'all run scared the minute someone questions your moves. Fans and critics alike were locked in. Some said he was finally cracking open the truth behind a system that's claimed too many lives. Others were worried, saying he was playing a dangerous game and putting a target on his back. Clips of his rants were circulating on every platform, from YouTube Shorts to TikTok stitches, but what had people really buzzing? It was the way Charleston flipped the spotlight onto the so-called real ones in the game and asked the question nobody else dared to ask: where y'all at now? He said all these street-certified names love to flash jewelry, post up with entourages, and talk that protection talk, but when it's time to speak on real-life losses, silence. Charleston put it plain: if you ain't speaking for Takeoff, you part of the problem. If you scared to call out who you really scared of, then stop acting tough. That hit hard, especially because some of the biggest names in hip-hop, people who'd been close to the Migos or who claimed to run cities, hadn't said a word since the controversy kicked off. And Charleston was calling that out loud. It's easy to check somebody small, he said, but y'all scared to check the ones with real influence. That's coward stuff. Suddenly, the streets weren't just watching. They were talking. Group chats lit up. Podcasts dropped emergency episodes. People were choosing sides. Some said Charleston was breaking the code, violating the unspoken rules of how the game's played. But others, they were cheering him on, saying it's about time someone cracked the silence. And through all of it, Charleston kept applying pressure. He wasn't just throwing shade, he was demanding accountability from record labels, from promoters, from street figures, even from fans who cheer for the drama but fall quiet when things turn deadly. Y'all want to post RIPs and cry on Instagram, he said, but where was that energy when it could have made a difference? Charleston's voice didn't just echo, it shook the whole scene. Like him or hate him, one thing's clear: he cracked open a conversation that most people were way too scared to touch. He didn't whisper it, he yelled it, and now the whole industry's feeling the aftershock. Let's not get it twisted. J. Prince Jr. still hasn't officially fired back, but if you know how Mob Ties operates, then you already know this ain't the kind of silence that means peace. This could get real serious. Behind all the posts, cameras, and interviews, there's pride, reputation, and a whole lot of street ego tangled up in this situation. And Charleston, he ain't flinching. Matter of fact, he's standing there with both arms open like, come get me. He didn't just poke the bear, he kicked the whole damn hornet's nest. And now, everybody is tuned in. Rappers, fans, blogs, street legends, everyone's watching what happens next. So, if you're still here, make sure you don't miss a thing. Share this video with someone who needs to hear the truth, raw and uncut. Smash that subscribe button right now so you stay locked in for the next drop. And hit the comments. We want to know what you think. Whose side are you on? Is Charleston exposing the truth or pushing too far? Either way, this ain't over. See you in the next one.